weather has entered in the studio with all of you. Anyway, you're most welcome. This is Kiss TV, entertaining South Sudan. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Great.
I feel awesome.
Yeah, I know children of God always feel great.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's great. First time?
Yes, this is the first time for me.
Yeah, for me it's the first time.
Yeah, even me, it's the first time.
Okay.
I think for call to worship, it's the first time.
Call to worship. Yes, viewers, you've just heard call to worship. This is something we're going to discuss, and you're going to know more about call to worship. What is call to worship? Many people, maybe in your churches, you've been knowing call to worship. Or I remember the last time they told me I was leading praise, they said, you sing one call to worship. So today, call to worship is independent. We're going to know what is this call to worship. But before that question, I want them to introduce themselves to you so that you know who is Filan and this and this and this. Let me begin with, this time I want to begin with gender balance. They say gender balance.
Yeah.
Since you're the only lady in the studio, let me start with you.
Our kidding.
Thank you so much, and I'm grateful and I'm blessed to be at Kiss TV. And my name is Naomi Jawan, the lady behind Kutata Shaitan.
You've heard the lady behind Kutata Satan. You know, that song, when you sing it, the devil freezes, right?
Sure.
Because it is a declaration. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to Kiss TV.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be in Kiss TV. Call me Musa John, this is my name. Yeah.
Okay. The introduction, I didn't give you specification. Anyway, it's okay. Musa John, you're most welcome to Kiss TV.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now,
This is Savage Freedom. Maybe you've heard the song of Our God is a Wonderful God. Yeah, that is it.
Our God is a wonderful God. The man is here today. For those of you who are seeing him for the first time, he's around.
Yes.
Now, you didn't tell us, you just told us your names. What are you? Are you activists? Are you criminal investigators? What are you exactly? It's good to know. Are you police officers? Let me get back.
Okay, thank you. I'm a gospel singer. The guy behind Sukuru Rabuna Hayafi Yesua. And Bodrono Kubamba, Mamaru Lovu Lovu.
Yeah. By the way, if you don't know this is and many, I love that. By the way, if you don't know, this is the guy who loves singing in his mother tongue. Is it father tongue or mother tongue?
Sure,
Mother tongue.
Mother tongue. Yes. You know, father tongue always confused.
Yes.
Yes, an artist, gospel singer.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm a gospel artist,
Gospel artist.
and I'm a designer.
Designer. Actually,
Yes.
that's what I want.
That's
You know,
great.
Yes.
by looking at her alone, she's a designer.
Exactly. And me too also. I'm a decorator.
Decorator.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
So apart from music, I did decoration. I did event management planning. It's part of my work.
okay, so you can decorate us.
Sure.
Anyway, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, me also worship leader, gospel singer, and also I'm a media personnel.
Media personnel. Three things in one person.
one.
In one person. It's a grace. by the way.
It's a grace.
Yes.
You know, always children of God talk big things.
Exactly.
And I love that. Okay, now without wasting time, good enough, they're gospel singers. I don't know, you didn't mention artists, but I think maybe in church you are gospel singers. So artist is another thing else.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So let me begin with Musa, business and also gospel singing. I know it is so interesting.
Yep.
It is. It is. You
balanced.
balance them like
Exactly.
this. So when I expect you today in Kiss TV, I expect something great. I know there's a big thing coming in. Could you please tell us what is that big thing coming? Because seeing you, you can't wait, as if you're on toes, waiting for what is going to happen. So please
Exactly.
break for our viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, we are here today for the purpose, and the purpose is call to worship. And when we are talking about call to worship, you know, I'm still remembering way back when we came to form call to worship. And call to worship, this is a program formed, you know, the vision, it's from our brother, Saved Freedom. He came out with a vision and he shared with us. Then we agreed to make that project call to worship. And this call to worship, you know, it's a program that we make actually to create and to support, either to motivate our local songs. And this program is going to take place on the 25th of this month,
Okay?
after 1 week from today. And that's why we are here at Kiss TV to talk about call to worship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, viewers, you've had call to worship. More, they are going to tell us more. What do you want to add about what our brother said, something he has not talked about, the program call to worship?
Call to Worship is a program that brings all the gospel artists together in one accord and one union. It's our aim as gospel artists not only to sing our own songs in recorded in different studios, but then to come as gospel artists together and worship God and allow platform for other people to have an opportunity to worship God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Sabit, freedom.
Yeah, they have said all of it, and most important is we want to encourage our local songs, because we want to worship with our local songs, because most of people doesn't know most of our songs. Some of them even doesn't know who sang this song. They know the song, but they don't know the owner of the song. But when we come together, they will know, oh, this song is belong to this song. And the other thing, also we want to create unity among us as a singers, gospel artists together, and also want to create platform, platform for us to sing and to activate our talent every time. That is all about call to worship.
And also to impact the young people, like the upcoming gospel artists, and also people who want to join. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you talked about something very important about promoting local songs. This is a big challenge that we South Sudanese we are facing. Because trust me, if you move around and keep listening to the ringtones of people, you hear those songs, international songs people are playing.
Exactly.
So we are trying to see how possible are you going to divert people's mind to concentrate more on their local songs, or how are you going to convince them that your local songs are best, apart from only call to worship? What other alternative do you think that you can tell somebody who is 100% depending on Nigerian songs?
Well, thank you so much. When you look into our local song of South Sudan, especially in Arabic, those songs, they have a strong meaning. But our people, they're not using it. It's the opportunity whereby we as a team, we came together in order to promote our songs, so that people will know that we South Sudanese, we know also how to compose songs. And through this program, people will know that there is songs in our local language. And this is the main agenda we come out with, call to worship. As a gospel, I believe in unity. When 3 or 2 people came together with the idea of doing something, I believe that they will do it, they will make it. And our main agenda is to change our people attitudes, even our churches. When you go to our churches, 95%, let me say, they are using the song outside our country. It's not our song. 95%. So they leave our songs behind, then they are focusing on other songs. This is the platform whereby we're encouraging people that in our local songs, we can make it better.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I remember the previous call to worship that we did. We sang our local songs that we composed from South Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I was about to ask you, let me come back to Sebit. Is this the first time you're doing the call to worship, or you've ever done it?
Yeah, this is not the first time we have done it. The first time we have done it in July 17. I've done it. It was wonderful, and many people turned up, and even the place was not enough. So from that one, we knew this program is really loved. And people actually love South Sudanese. Only that they didn't know that it is very important that we should come like this. But now they know, so we should continue also in our program. That's why we want this program to continue after 1 month, or maybe after 2 months. We want to continue every time.
Okay. Yes, before I come to Naomi to ask about what is her experience in the first call to worship, and then we come back to you. It has been mentioned that you are the vision bearer, you're the one who started. How did it start? How did the call to worship program start? Did you just wake up one day on the right side of the bed, because they say once you wake up at the wrong side of the bed, you start doing something which is not good. So maybe you woke up at the right side of the bed and you're like, call to worship. How did it start? How did the whole vision start?
Of course, many things always start by when you have a heart of ministry and heart of worship. Since I've been leading worship team, I've been a leader in Khartoum, leading worship team, coming to Juba, so leading worship team. And my heart is to see people worship God in truth and spirit. This is my heart, and my heart also to see also singers coming together, also doing worship programs, and also bringing our people close to God. See, so every time I think about it, every time I say we have worshipers, why is it not easy to do that one? Sometimes I give up. It's not easy in South Sudan. But one time, it came to my mind when I was praying. This thing, you can do it. You can do it. And then I started praying about it. Praying about it. And then whenever I pray about it, I share with somebody. I share with someone. I talk to the person. I say, I have an idea like this. And we say, yeah, that's a good idea. So another person also does say, yeah, this is a good idea. So after 2 to 1 year and a half, I think I've been praying about it, and then after some time, I say, okay, this time, this program must start, but I have to share with the right people. Sharing with the right people always will determine the program. Yeah. So I started sharing with the right people. I remember the first person I came to Naomi. I said, Naomi, there's such like this one. I shared to some people. Some people say it's good, but I had to come to you so that this program, I read this program. Naomi even I did not finish my statement. She said,
They started saying, fine.
this program, why are you waiting? This program is like this. We should go. We should do it. So I say, yeah, we can do it. So she said, you give the other thing to us. I will call other people and then we will talk about it. So this is how we started.
Wow. Starting of everything is always a challenge.
Exactly.
And to many people, everything looks nice until somebody makes a step.
Exactly.
Because, like what you said, before finishing, you said, why don't you, like she was expecting, but who to start? It's not easy. Now let me come back. You started the program, and I believe, though you did not invite me, but I believe it was, it was so nice. Tell us your personal experience in that call to worship. Should I call it season 1 or the first time? How was it? Because first time things always are challenging.
Yeah.
But that one wasn't a challenge at all.
So there was not much challenge.
No, I don't think so. Because to me, I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit, maybe people are not going to turn up, or maybe what we expect, it's not going to happen. But then I saw people coming, and not only that, in my heart, I said, even if people come very few, but our aim is to worship. I saw it happening, and I was like, I never wanted it to end. It was, I can feel the presence of God was there. And even the songs that we sing, I started telling myself, why can't I be writing songs in Arabic? So that people will be singing in moments like this. Because the old songs that people left a long time ago, they no longer sing. We sing songs from outside, but when we sang our local songs, I sometimes don't want to call it local because local things are not good. Yeah.
It can be our song.
Yeah, these are professional songs.
Our professional songs.
Yes, our professional songs. And when we started singing those songs, it was only like 2-3 words and five words, but it was powerful. It was beautiful, and I was like, oh God, I don't want this to end. It was beautiful. I feel like people were sweating everywhere, but the heat was too much, and you can feel the pressure of too many people in one place. But then nobody complained about it because the presence of God took over everything. People were lying down, everybody was, and I'm like, in my heart I was joyful, I was having peace. I'm like, I don't want this to end. Wow. It was so beautiful. Wow. And that's why we're here today, and we don't want other people to miss it out.
Well,
I want everybody to come this time around and enjoy the presence of God, and that's the purpose.
Yes, the viewers of KISS TV, if you've missed the first phase, they have told you. Now, if you don't want to hear more about telling you, you wait for the second one, which we're going to talk more about it. Were your expectations met in the first? Because I know in everything you do, you're expecting maybe the number of people to be more, maybe you're expecting to get a lot of money from people that time. Maybe you're expecting, the big people to come. What those expectations you had before the program, were they made? Did you feel fine and comfortable? Oh,
I was praying, and I had time before God, though alone. But then I felt like I never had so many expectations. My one expectation was focusing on the worship part. And when I realized it's not only mostly like the number of people, but then people who come for the heart of God, the heart of worship, someone who has a burning desire to worship God, and I see people worship, and that was my expectation.
Wow.
And I was joyful.
Great. Yeah, you want to add before
Yes, I want to add.
Yeah.
You know, this program, we created this program. Our aim is not to make money, but we need people to know God through what we are doing, through our worship. And for sure, during that time, we were like, we budget, the numbers was limited, but we give glory to God because the numbers was even beyond our expectation. It reached to the extent whereby some of the people, they are down the floor. They want to go and sit up, but because there is no space, no chairs, some of them they remain outside. And we really bless the name of God for that. And we see that people are thirsty for worship, especially in our generation.
Yeah, true.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a very good initiative. Let me talk about the kind of songs you sing. Do you sing these good songs of yours individually, or you just say, let us sing songs of South Sudan at large? Which songs were you singing in that time during the concert?
Thank you so much. The songs that we sang that time, actually, all of us, we are the composers. We compose songs. And you know, Naomi has her own song. Even Sebit has his own song. We practice the song and we sing the song out. Even the songs that we know, it has been composed by South Sudanese. We practice the song and we sing it out.
Wow, that's good. You know, there's a tendency people have, like, people don't want their songs, like people don't want to learn other people's songs. So when you get this system of, like, you get a song and then everybody learn. By the way, it is possible that gospel artists, others don't know the lyrics of their songs.
Exactly.
So I think this platform will open a door of understanding that what you sing glorify God, and you have, I have to learn the words used for that song, and so that at least we team up together. Let me come back to Sebit. Is it, how do we call this? Do we call this a group? Do we call this a program, a specific program that has end period? Or how do we call this program? Is it specifically tagged to a group, or you can tell us?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Actually, we are not a group. We are not a band. If you can see, this is individually gospel artists. Everybody sings in his own songs and in his own church. But we came together for that program, and the program is called Call to Worship.
Okay.
It's not just a group. People should not think that this is a group of Call to Worship. No, the Call to Worship is a program. The program where people come together and worship God with different gospel artists.
Okay. So when one person comes and say, I want to support, but I want to support the group, and you are not a group, and the person wants to support as a group, wants to come and meet you, how does the person come?
Of course, in the programs we have organizers. Every program we have organizer, we have a chairman, we have a treasurer, we have this one who can run the program. You know, this program cannot just go like this. It can be run because in this program there is financial needs. So that's why if the person wants to sponsor the group, we say no. This is a program, but you can sponsor the program because there is a need in the programs. So we can also tell the person the needs that we have in the programs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we go for one musical break, I want to ask this question to all of them, because in everything there's a vision. You can't start digging and you expect to end there your mind and say, anabikuru jalela, no more thing. You have a plan. After harvesting, something has to happen in the long term. So before we go for a break, I want you people to tell the viewers, do you have a long vision? Do you plan, what are your plans? Like, are you going to continue doing the call to worship after every 1 month? Because I know after excitement, like what Joanne said, the expectation was so much, then you have to hit another month. After 1 month, you have to hit another program. So is it going to continue like that, or you have a specific time that after that, minini galas go amafe? Okay, anybody? Let me begin with Musa.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, this program, you know, we don't have limit for this program. So long we live for God. So long we serve, we serve him. Meaning that as long as we live, we shall run this program. And this program, we have a long vision for this program, not only in Juba, but in South Sudan, even all over the world. Because we need people to know that in South Sudan, we have worshippers
Oh, yes.
who can worship God. We have people who can lead praises, not only at our churches, but all over the world. We have people who can do that in South Sudan. That's why this program, we are not just going to make it maybe once and we stop. No, we are going to make it regular, and it's going to be our lifestyle so long we live.
Wow, lifestyle, I love that. Yes. Do you have
And
anything to add?
No, looking forward to the years to come. We have plans like to have a studio so that the gospel artists who are within the call to worship program can be able to record their songs, can be able to do video, and we also have plans to go minister out. Like we can start with maybe places like Bor, Nimule, you know,
our
the
states.
nearest places, and that is exactly what I thought call to worship is looking forward to.
Yes, I was about to ask Sebit, we heard you did it in Juba, and again you're still doing it in Juba. What about my people in Kajukeji? What about my people in Yei? Those ones at the border, even those ones who are, you know, they're hard to reach areas, and they want this kind of program.
Yeah, of course, one of the plans that we have is visitation. Visitation, first of all, we start by local churches here in Juba. We visit our local churches to know us, and also we want to partner with the churches. Because as the more we experience God's presence, the more we enter deep into the worship. We want also other people to experience this. And also we want to do some workshop, we want to do some training, we want to do some teachings. These are forward plans. Like I believe in Call to Worship program, we are going to have musicians, we are going to have lecturers, we are going to have teachers. All these are going to be with us, and we will go to the church, we will call worship team, do training to them, workshop with them about worship program, about leading in the church, about all those things we will do. And then we will visit also some other churches, and also we will go to our states, visit our states, and then do a program there. For example, if they have a very big place like Nyakron, like this, for example, we can do there, and other places, you know. We have a lot of programs.
Things. Yeah. When we give you a book to write,
yeah,
it's too much. Well, viewers of Kiss TV, thank you so much for viewing. We're going to come back after this one musical break, and this team, they're going to sing for us. You know, they are gospel singers, so I love the singers bit of it. So you're going to hear their melodies, you're going to hear their voices, how they say your voices are always sweet. So, like aroma. So, the ruler aroma. We're going to come back after this musical break.
Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Amen. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Oh, hallelujah, amen. Amen. Hallelujah, amen. Yesu tala na min mutu haya anaindu haya abadia anatani mabikafu mini hayan zurufu mashakila sana lafi maana Yesu tala na min mutu ile haya anaindu haya abadia anatani mabikafu mini hayan zurufu mashakila sana lafi maana hallelujah amen hallelujah amen anabukuna hallelujah amen amen hallelujah amen anabukuna hallelujah amen amen Yesu kalisa na beneima towo, Yesu kasula na bedom to walghali, Yesu wadila na sultan towo ini fi dunia, anagilibu khatia waguwa tamutu. Yesu kalisa na beneima towo, Yesu kasula na bedom to walghali, Yesu wadila na sultan towo ini fi dunia, anagilibu khatia waguwa tamutu. Oh hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah, amen.
hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah, amen.
oh hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah, amen.
hallelujah amen.
Hallelujah, amen. Neema taala ya kifaya, viwa kitazuru. Kuwa taala ya bitimu, viwa kitamashaki. Neema taala ya kifaya, viwa kitazuru. Kuwa taala ya bitimu, viwa kitamashaki.
Neema taala kifaya fuoke tamashakil haka waguwa tufinak woke tazuruf tena.
Sultan taki ya ala fokulu sultan molokuta kiyau molokuta haya fogoguwa fogo nusra kama fogo naya talta kun fi rahma wa neema fi Yesu. Sultan taki ya ala fokulu sultan molokuta kiyau molokuta haya fogoguwa fogo nusra kama fogo naya talta kun fi rahma wa neema fi Yesu.
Anabikuna hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah, amen.
Yesu kuna hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah,
obona
amen.
bikuna hallelujah amen,
Hallelujah, amen.
kuna hallelujah amen.
Hallelujah, amen. Neema taala ya kifaya, viwa kitazuru. Kuwa taala ya bitimu, viwa kitamashaki. Neema taala ya kifaya, viwa kitazuru. Kuwa taala ya bitimu, viwa kitamashaki.
Analiko damana fisinta Yesu, analiko kuria fisinta Yesu, analiko kulasa fisinta Yesu, analiko baraka fisinta Yesu, analiko kulasa fisinta Yesu. Analiko damana fisinta Yesu, analiko kuria fisinta Yesu, analiko kulasa fisinta Yesu, analiko baraka fisinta Yesu.
Okay, welcome back to Kiss TV, and from that song, Hallelujah, Amen, from JCC, that is Juba Christian Center. Still back with my guest, and of course, I told you earlier on, I promised you, so I don't want you to say this guy doesn't want to make for us. Otherwise, the team is here. By the way, before you sing that song, are you in one church? Have you been in one church or from different churches?
Yes, I can answer this question. We are not from one church. We are from different churches. And other thing also is not, we are not just three. We are more than 20.
Wow.
So different churches, different gospel artists,
Different tribes.
different tribes
But
also.
one South Sudanese.
Different villages.
Okay, so others are in Gudele, Nisitu.
Yes, we are here just representing the call to worship program, but we are from different churches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my viewers are waiting.
They are waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going to start. Do you want me to give you ta, or you'll give it to yourselves?
Of course, viewers, we are very happy to also sing. We can sing one of our worship songs locally here in South Sudan, or maybe our professionally South Sudanese
South
song.
Oh, yeah. Professional. Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Professional.
Yes, that's.
I refuse to call it local.
Our international South Sudanese song.
Exactly.
Okay. So we can sing that song called Rabona Anabigona Intakebir. Samawat, you know, Mabishili Inta Yahweh. So this is one of the South Sudan song here. If you did not maybe hear before, you can hear today. Is just going like this. Rabona Anabigona Intakebir. Rabuna Anabiguna Intakebir. Samawat Mabishilu Intayawe. Samawat Mabishilu Intayawe. Rabuna Anabiguna Intakebir. Rabuna Anabiguna Intakebir. Samawat Mabishilu Intayawe. Samawat Mabishilu Intayawe. Yes, this is one of the songs.
Wow.
He's closing his eyes. You can feel it from here.
I just came back. I first go somewhere. Wonderful. I was hearing, you know, before someone starts singing, you look at the expression.
Oh, yes.
But I see your hands, you're really demonstrating how God is. You know, I've ever been in churches where people say, our God is wonderful. And the person sings and it's like this. But today, I didn't tell you to stand up, but you are really ready to you're ready to tell me that even if you stand up, you'll do the needful. Clap for yourselves.
Oh, yes.
We give glory to God.
So,
Amen.
what qualities do you people? What qualities have you? Because I know selection was done. Because you not maybe you have a criteria how you came up with this group, or you say Naomi is my sister, Musa. You know, what criteria did you guys involve this HR system where they say qualification, your voice is nice,
of recruitment.
you have a very good video, you have a best studio. What did you people consider to come up with this group and the rest, which I didn't see?
Yes, I would say it some, and also Naomi will say it some. What I can say is most important thing, this is what I consider is a worship leader, somebody who has a heart of worship. And this one, how do we know that one? We know that one through what you're doing, through what you're doing in the church, through your songs, and even the way you talk to people, because worship is a life, you know. So this is one of the most important thing is a heart of worship and a worship leader. This is one of the things. And also the other thing is someone who is a gospel singer, who has been singing. That is also we consider. And also your life, how are you behaving your life in the church different or also outside different? So that is the thing we consider. And the rest, Naomi, maybe you can...
She can add.
Yeah, as you said, we look at your life. Okay, not like we are trying to, you know, to scan you and know who this person is. But sometimes it looks at your appearance, your behavior, how you behave, and he said also a worship leader. But also on the other part, okay, because you can look on the spiritual part and also the physical part. Someone who can sing, that is important, and even your dressing, because we cannot bring someone who dress, you know, something too, you know, something anyhow. The dressing matters, and your voice, of course,
Matters.
yeah, and the kind of people you live with. I mean, the friends that you move with. It's very important. And yeah, I think basically that's it.
That's a very good selection. I'm just beginning to imagine which kind of other people do you have with all these qualities. Yes. Do you have to add something?
And before he does, also beautiful and handsome people.
Oh my
Yes.
So if one of your eyes is not working, you're not joining
No,
call to
no,
worship.
it's not like that.
It's not
Not-
like that.
We don't add disability.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Musa, tell us about
Actually-
beautiful and handsome.
Actually, they have talked a lot
Yeah.
about the selection of this call to worship people. And above all, we are trying to look into the heart of people who love to worship. Because, yeah, for sure, all people will worship. For sure, all people will worship. But, you know, David, the life of David was full of forgiveness. That's why the Bible said, God said, I choose David because his heart is like my heart. Meaning that when we are worshiping God, we need a pure heart. Not only that, David said, create in me
A clean
heart. Meaning that the people who will worship God,
Oh, yes.
they're supposed to have a clean heart. We are trying to look spiritually and physically fitting in that group. Yeah.
Well, the Bible also says worship God in truth and in spirit.
Exactly.
I believe these are some of the components you combine together to form up the worship.
All right.
Juba is big. South Sudan is big.
Exactly.
So, I like the qualities, I like what you want, but how will other people who have not been reached and then yet they want to be part of call to worship, they want to be part of these blessings, how will they reach you? How will, you know, someone will be like, now some people will be hearing or listening to this for the first time, now all these things, I am part of it, so how will they join you? Do you still have open hands to say you're welcome, or you say, let's first go with this group?
Yeah.
like the people who were disturbing Moses when Moses was leading them. So, how do you do that?
Yes, of course, we are open. And of course, in everything, there is condition and terms. In everything that we are doing. So we are open. We welcome gospel artists who want to join us, gospel singers, but with condition and terms that we have, for example, because in every place there is a system. So in us also there is a system whereby we join us, you come to us, and then you go according to the system that we have set, so that this thing will go smoothly, nicely,
Exactly.
so that maybe can be forward in this program, because we want things to go according to the Bibles. And also, you can also visit our page in Facebook.
Well, before we talk about the page, because at the end you will tell us how we can meet you well. Because I believe somebody who is viewing us live right now, seated at your house, I don't know what you're doing, but of course you're going to be meeting them, text them, find them on Facebook, and they're going to give us their handles. Well, music in South Sudan has been a hit. Back even before I was still not born. When I came in existence, there were good and beautiful songs of great people. So we want to know what went wrong. Because when we talk about our God is a wonderful God, those are songs sung way back, some time back. And up to now, they are still powerful. And I understand in this recent generation, songs came in. But there's a difference. I don't know whether you understand this. There's a difference between those songs, those of Mary Betul, those of Civil Freedom of that time. Sorry, let me first begin of that time. Then up to now, there's a big difference. What happened? Is it because maybe other artists or secular musicians came in to break the difference, or what made gospel songs to go silent before you came up? Let me begin with Musa John.
Wow.
You can give me maybe just one, then the rest will add.
Actually, thank you so much. You know, before we have a powerful ministers, I call them ministers, as you mentioned, like Mary Botul, they were there before. And I want to say it, you know, generation to generation differs. Like, let me talk about myself, for example. Yes, I'm here to sing for the rest of my life. Sometimes when Kalas, Ana Kambiga Tala Zol Kibir Kalas, I have to handle it to the people who are coming after me. And most of the things, this is what I'm seeing here in South Sudan. Like, Kambiga, okay, let me take example of Naomi. Naomi today, she's a singer, Ogiguna. mungkin kan biga jozu ba zaman tani musuliyata ben biga sab ubi fikir gal kalas akel kayana sibuguna le yana gijade let me concentrate for just a bit, you know. This is one of the challenge algi asir manna a gospel artist here in South Sudan. You say like gunade into age muayan best can be no sulfi age I will not make it. Let me live to the generation who are coming.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what this that guy get hasil.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you have something to add?
I don't think so, but I think basically, especially for ladies and maybe women who has been singing before and that has been have not been recognized so well within South Sudan. When you get married, exactly that's the end of you.
Okay.
But I'm here to tell people that even if you get married, make sure you get married to the wrong. I mean to the right person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you get married to the wrong person, of course, your ministry will not go forward.
There will be boundaries.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Yes, what I can add is that, you know, the difference is only that because our country also has been going through
Exactly.
a lot, and that's why it has made some gaps, you know. And also the other thing is because if we say our country has been going through a lot, we have financial issues, and there is no development in equipment and all these things, and it affects with the singers, it affects with the people who sing, especially gospel singers, because I remember when we started in Khartoum, there is everything. Studios are there, equipments are there. So we say, what are we doing? We have the talent, let's go in and do the things, and we have cameras, we have everything. Let us just do the thing, we start, and then we started. But when we came to South Sudan, there is a challenge now. Challenge now. You can't get all those media things in place, and also a lot of money. You want to hustle, you want to do this, and then you want to record. That is some of the challenge.
It's a bit hard, yeah.
So that is the challenge that we face, I think, and people are still facing.
Well, I believe you're going to bridge the gap over these kind of challenges. Well, you've started the challenges. I want you people to tell us, do you have any challenge pertaining the first program and the preparation of the second program? Or you are okay, you don't need anything? Because, there might be that kind of mind. So tell us, have you witnessed some challenges and you feel like this and this and this would be done, whether to the media, authorities, or to anybody that you feel can be beneficial or important to this program of Call to Worship? Maybe one, let me begin with.
Well, thank you so much. You know, there is a challenge, a lot of challenges, let me say. And since we are the one who is sponsoring this program, we have no donation from anywhere who can support this program. And you know, most of the gospel artists, some of them, they are not working. Most of them, they're students. You know, sometimes even getting money, bringing money for the contribution is hard. This is one of the major challenges we are facing in Call to Worship. You know, financial support. We are lacking, you know, because like the program of 25th, we are the one sponsoring this program. But up to now, we believe that by God's grace, we are going to make it.
Amen.
Yeah, this is one of the challenge, and it is a great challenge to us. Above all, we don't have, you know, instruments to cover for the programs. But above all, we thank. We are giving our thanks to the media houses, whereby they are encouraging us to go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Kiss TV.
Like
Yes.
Kiss TV.
Thank you. Yes.
I think basically it's just financial issues because a lot of things we need to rent, like maybe, maybe chairs, or maybe if we want to do it outside, tents and instruments, sound system, you know, all the instruments like the bass guitar, the keyboard, and also we need decoration, you know, we need to look good in, you know, in the environment, and also, and some few. Maybe we need to, few small, but basically it's all about financial thing.
All right. Somebody, do you want to add?
Yeah, I can just add, you know, of course, what they've said is right. For now, we don't have musicians also. We don't have music director. That is the thing. So, but what I believe is people will come in and they will come and help us, how we can do our things, because we have a lot of things we want to do.
Okay.
We want to do live worship, streaming live, and also in YouTube, all these things we want to do. And this one will need musicians, we need music director, we need sound system,
Even we need videos
we need
directors.
camera, all those things.
Okay.
We will need this one. So it's open for you. If you want to also help us, donate us, you are welcome.
Well, it is open. And now, as we summarize, I love the idea of life, because life, when you have life, also you have also the life of God. So when you have live instruments, then the life comes in. You worship God with all your heart, and you really enjoy worship. You know, these days, like when you have one keyboard in the church, so when the button refuses to press itself, kalas, morale is not
Morale
there.
is not
But
there.
when you have a lot of instruments, at least others will.
Yeah,
But
true.
you see worship leaders looking at the keyboard person, you know, it disorganizes the spirit. But I thank God that God will give you the grace, God will give you the zeal, the desire, and He will provide for all and to cover all those needs. And now I want you to tell your final, how do you feel? How has cult worship impacted you as you encourage people to join this 25th edition of the cult worship that is coming in? Tell the viewers how, in just few seconds, how has cult worship impacted you, and why do you want me to leave my home, to leave where I am, to go for the call to worship? Maybe someone
Well,
is listening.
thank you so much. I want to tell to all the viewers that, you know, Call to Worship is a program whereby we see God's presence there. And we have tested the goodness of God through this program. And I don't want you also to miss over there. You have to be part of this program. This program has been organized by South Sudanese gospel artists. And what we need from you, you come and support the program. If we are talking about support, it doesn't mean you come and give us money, but your presence is part of the support to the program. You come, let us worship God. And I believe that your life will not remain the same. God will do something in your life.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is from Musa, yes, Naomi, the only lady.
Our today.
Yes, our kid.
That's what they say.
Yes.
Yeah, the only thing I can say is by impact, we mean just come. Come and experience God.
Amen.
You know, this program helps you keep connected with God. Like in your personal relationship with God. You can be praying in your churches, and the hours that you've been given, maybe 30 minutes given for worship, it cannot be enough. Like you want to stay in your room indoors, and then someone come and knocks. But in call to worship, when you come, you worship in a long period of time. You have enough time before God, pour out your heart. There you feel relieved, you have peace. When you go home, you're good to go.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a great one from Naomi. Yes, David.
Yes, first of all, I want to say thanks for those who came for the first time, but the second time is going to be more than the first time. So I want to say the first experience, you know, I remember the owner of the place are the one saying, hey, time, and we were dipped into worship. Even people are just praying, people are, you know, the music stopped, but people are still worshiping God.
The
You know,
desire is too much.
yeah, the heart was there, and I was even down there, and it was really very good. And it is a moment before God, moment where you sit and talk to God, and God talk to you. And this is the vision, to experience God and to talk to God, and God talk to us. You know, that is what we want to experience, and I want to see you there to come and experience the presence of God. And I just want to say, the day is 25th of this month.
And the program will start at exactly 12.
And then something at the gate.
Where is the place?
No, the entry
No,
is free.
it's free.
Okay.
The entry is
You
free.
don't have
You
to pay
come and
something.
dance, do everything for the Lord.
The place is in the San Quisito, the road that going down to Suplibia. The church is opposite that place. It's called Divine Mission Pentecostal Church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, viewers. We are coming to the end of the program. With just a few seconds, I want you to tell us, how do we get called to worship? This is the world of .com. So everything is internet. So many people, someone who is very far and might want to follow you. What original handle do we have? Is it Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube? You can tell us about call to worship.
Yeah, you can get us through our page. Facebook is called Call to Worship South Sudan.
Call to Worship
You
South
can get us there. Just message us and tell us what do you want, or maybe you want to donate. Give us your phone numbers, give us your address, and then we will get to you.
All right. And then your personal accounts also is very important. So when
Yeah,
someone
mine is Sebit Freedom. That is my account in Facebook. You can also,
Thank you.
yeah.
All right.
Mine, you can get me through Naomi Jawan Music, or if you want to inbox me personally, you can check Naomi Jawan.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, mine is Musa Jan. This is my Facebook account. My page is Musa Music.
Some music. Well, yes, viewers of that is Kiss TV, thank you so much. We have come to the end of this Sunday Gospel with my beloved guest from different regions coming together. I've been your host, Destined Moses, and of course we shall catch up again. That is next Sunday. Enjoy and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Destined Moses.
Thank you.
He's alive. He's alive. Zimba baby.
Anabishukuru wala ashanu hababito huwa rasulu Yesu ashankali sunina mikatia Resurrection of the Lord is a hope of eternity. They try to put him down, that is not his destiny. Oh, Jesus, victorious, Jesus, reliable, Jesus, dependable, Jesus, unstoppable, that is who you are. Oh, Jesus, dependable.
He's alive. The storm has rolled away. He's alive. Death has been defeated. He's alive. He has won the victory. Hey, oh, 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 oh. He's alive. Oh, 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 oh. He's alive.
Jesus is alive. The Son of Man is alive. He has risen from the dead to victory and given us the joy of salvation, and we live forever, forever.
Alive is not the living just because he lives, because he lives. Hallelujah, because he lives. I can face tomorrow because he lives. All fear is gone because I know he holds the future. He's alive. The storm has rolled away. He's alive. Death has been defeated. He's alive.
Even in the grave,
He's Lord.
he rose again.
He's King.
Oh, death, where's your power? Oh, hell, where's your strength? Even in the grave,
He's Lord.
he rose again.
He's King. Oh, death, where's your power? Oh, hell, where's your strength?
Oh, death, where's your sting? Well, grave, where's your victory? Christ is alive like he rose again, literally. Took the keys of hell and let all the captives free. And broke all the chains of his slavery. An empty cross, an empty tomb, what a mystery. The world can't deny it because it's written down in history. Death is defeated, Christ is seated at the right hand of the Father, forever undefeated.
Who will roll the stone from that tomb for us? Hey, hey. But they found that tomb was empty. Ha, ha. Jesus is the Lord. He's the Lord.
justified, I'm sanctified. I'm more than a conqueror. Oh, everything around me is alive. My job, my family, ministry, business. The power of sin is broken. He said it is finished.
The King has risen. This is the reason. Reason to celebrate. Man, pack it up, never be afraid, just live in it. It's one day victory. You have the ability to move the mountain. You have the ability to put the storm on still. You have the ability to punish the failure. You have the favor to defeat the fear. And the spirit of the Lord that is inside of you, yeah.
He's the light.
Where's your stink? Oh,
Storm is
where's your
all
victory?
away.